Hi, welcome to the short video explaining the 40-hour LPC LMFT Supervisor Training Syllabus for 2020. I'm your instructor, Dr. Kate Walker. I'm a licensed professional counselor, a licensed marriage and family therapist, and a supervisor for both of those licenses. I am a continuing education provider for LPC and LMFT in Texas, but please, if you have concerns or if you're licensed in another state or you have another license, go to your licensing board to double check before you take this course for continuing education. You will have at the end of this course 40 hours of Texas LPC LMFT Supervisor Training Continuing Education. Included in those 40 hours is 15 hours of LPC and LMFT ethics, including 10 that are Texas specific. So this course is divided into lessons, which are divided into modules. Modules can have an assignment, it can have content, or it might have a quiz. You must complete 100% of the course modules in order to successfully complete the course. Each quiz, and there are only a few, they must be passed with a 70% or better. They aren't timed, and you will be allowed to have a limited number of retakes. Please take a moment and bookmark these emails. The assignment at 40hoursupervisortraining.com is where you will turn in any of your written assignments or links to your videos. The email for support is how we will contact you, or if you have a question, you can contact us at support@katewalkertraining.com. Please take some time and make sure that you add these two emails to your email server, to the rules or however that works for your provider. I would hate for our emails to go to spam, and we really need you to send your assignments only to the assignment email so that we don't lose them on our end as well. We know that you want these course assignments turned around as quickly as possible, and we will make every effort to make sure that happens. If you're an LPC, you need to make note that this course must be completed in 90 days, and we cannot extend the time for any reason. Here's an overview of your content, and I will go through these in more detail. There are three overarching pieces here. We have lessons with an accompanying quiz, that's about 14 hours. Writing with instructor feedback, that's 21 hours. And presentations utilizing technology for about 5 hours. The next section are your objectives, and I'm not going to read through these with you. We also conclude this syllabus with a crosswalk aligned with the LPC rules. Now, LMFT doesn't have the same specifics as the LPC code when it comes to designing and creating and presenting this 40-hour training. So we've aligned our course with the LPC code. LMFTs, what we do is we go to the LMFT code, and we often do a side-by-side so you understand exactly what the LMFT code requires of you as a supervisor compared to the LPC code, and we will do that all along the way. So I will scroll through your content, and I will draw your attention to other topics. One of the things that we are allowed to do here is to make sure that we can put in things that we feel are important, and so we've added a HIPAA and FERPA instruction for those of you who may be supervising school counselors, and we also include HIPAA and House Bill 300 instruction so that everyone understands how to protect protected health information. Here is your list of resources, and we encourage you to check back often here because we are always adding more resources. And that's the fun part of doing an online course. We can always keep it growing and keep it changing and keeping up with the new regulations. As a part of this course, you have a certified supervisor membership, and what that allows, if you choose to continue that membership, you are able to access up-to-the-minute resources all the time, and we do go through the resources monthly just to make sure that they are on track and what you need to operate a successful supervision practice. All right, we will start with the assignments, and these are the lessons with quizzes. Remember, I said there were 14 hours, And you can take some time and look through this and see how each one of these lessons aligns with the rules in both the LPC code and the LMFT code. The writing assignments are both first draft assignments, and this is the first time you will send an assignment to this assignment at 40-hour supervisor training email. These specific instructions are located in each module, but your syllabus will give you an overview. I'm going to draw your attention because there is 100% credit, and you will receive 100% credit for these modules when you meet all of the following criteria. Please remember that your instructor has 10 days to make corrections and comments, so plan accordingly. And if something comes up and you're worried about making a deadline, please make sure you let us know, because we're happy to work with you and really speed things up on our end, because remember, we cannot extend the course beyond 90 days. Your role play first draft is when we introduce the idea of a 600-word minimum, 1,000-word maximum writing assignment. We like to use Times New Roman 12-point font with 1-inch margins and double-spaced. We hope that's helpful so that when you're creating these assignments, we don't want you to get overwhelmed. So the vignettes, again, will explain in the directions in the actual module. You'll be writing a vignette for you and one of your friends or a colleague or a family member where you're playing the role of the supervisor, supervising through a particular theory, and your friend will be acting out the role of an intern going through an issue. So you're writing this portion for now. You'll send the assignment the same way you sent the contract here to assignment@40hoursupervisortraining.com. And this, if you meet the criteria, will constitute 100% complete. All right, your reflection papers. A reflection doesn't need to have references or use multiple resources. A reflection is really your thoughts and opinions. Each module will have content you can read. Some have videos that you can watch. So once you really read and digest the material, you can then go on and start writing your paper. And as in the others, we talk about a 5-page minimum, 7-page maximum, Times New Roman 12-point font, and 1-inch margins. As per the others, you'll send these to the assignment@40hoursupervisortraining.com email. We will make comments, critiques. In some cases, you may be asked to rewrite portions of the reflection paper. But we do, and we don't expect these to be perfect, but we do expect organized thoughts, good grammar and spelling, and make sure that you're addressing each of the bullet points specified in the modules. Also, remember, a reflection, this is your thoughts. These are your opinions. It's not a summary of the reading or the article or the video. We really want you to think at a higher level and let us know how you feel about these subjects. So reflection paper number 1 is the multiculturally competent supervisor. Reflection paper number 2, managing critical incidents. And reflection paper number 3, licensure law highlights and changes, making a supervision plan and best practices. Now, it's very, very important with this paper that you are able to access the most recent laws and the most recent laws they were changed from. And so don't pick, 2019 rules and 2015 rules. For both LPC and LMFT, you should be able to do a side-by-side of 2019 rules with the 2017 or 2018 rules. All right, let's look at the video presentations. There are 2 presentations, and the first is you doing a voiceover of a PowerPoint or, your choice of slide presentation, and you will be talking me through your contract, incorporating the changes and comments that I made on your first draft. So I don't need to see your face on this video presentation. This can just be your voice, but you must incorporate the changes that I recommended from your first draft. Presentation number 2 is your final role play. So this is where you'll grab a friend, we'll create the role play, act it out, make sure that you're incorporating my comments from your first draft of your role play. It must include this break the fourth wall moment. This is roughly 1 minute of you as you, not as the supervisor character you were playing, speaking to the camera, and let us know how the course has helped you really achieve your goal of becoming a supervisor. Now, one thing I need to point out, please don't try to email these giant files to us. These videos are huge, and you will need to actually create a link or share some sort of a Dropbox or a Google file with us, because email won't work. So one of the points we make here is that the presentation link must be viable. If I can't watch it, I can't give you credit. So here are some ideas for just going in and using YouTube or Google Docs or Dropbox, or just something that you can share a link with us and we can click that link and then watch you work. So the hours audit allows you to have some peace of mind about how our online course compares to the workshop option that we no longer offer, and how the Kate Walker Training online course meets the Texas LPC criteria. We go course by course, hour for hour, so that you can understand exactly how each assignment meets the criteria and satisfies the requirements of each licensing board. LMFT, again, the LMFT code isn't quite as detailed as the LPC code, and so we've held the LPC code criteria up as our standard, making sure that we add and address all of the LMFT supervisor issues to make sure you have a rich 40-hour training experience. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for choosing Kate Walker Training. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot us an email at support@katewalkertraining.com. Thanks again.